Hi there, welcome to a flip through of my 8th junk journal, and it is in the theme of angels. This is the second angels junk journal that I created, and I challenged myself to use this absolutely gorgeous book jacket cover and also not to show the binding of the journal. It's in the form of a tall, skinny junk journal, and I wasn't sure until last minute how I was going to secure the journal, and I discovered that this particular tubing was hollow enough for me to insert an elastic in it, and it's gorgeous because it allows for so much more room. And I have secured it with a piece of trim and a gorgeous love heart that's designed for nails. And the journal itself has 56 pages back to front. I imagine that somebody would love to use it for their prayers or manifestations or personal rituals. Whoever's drawn to angels can have lots of fun in this journal. So this is a tab that I created from these stamps that I bought, which are angelic. And before I get into the journal, I wanted to share how I bound the signature to a piece of material which are secured to the back of the book jacket, and also actually this is the material that I have secured the signature to, and it was easier to glue material upon material and create this gorgeous tuck spot. And there's a tiny tuck spot here as well with the lace, and it gives it an extra dimension. And what I thought was quite clever and unexpected was this is actually a mat that goes around a picture frame, and I cut it to size in order to give the junk journal a lot of structure and sturdiness. And I have stenciled it, and it also allows for some gorgeous writing to be done there by the owner. This is a tea-dyed little doily, and here there's a flip up that allows for writing space, so the owner can remove whatever they don't like. There's a little tag, and that's also from a book page. Again, just showing the owner where the pockets and tuck spots are hidden so they can place their own personal messages and remove what they don't like. Here we've got scrapbooking paper, flip out with lots of journaling space. Coloring book page that's been tea dyed, as most of my pages are treated in one form or another. I have a stencil, another scrapbooking page that I've cut into a circle, which I love doing, just creates so much interest. And this specialty paper has a mandala stencil on it, which comes out beautifully. And up here I've got a tab that's a tiny little feather that's been secured by contact that's designed for covering book covers. Here we've got a gorgeous tag, and I'm trying to remember, okay, right there in that pocket, and there's a tuck spot there. And this gorgeous image is also vintage. All the angelic images in this book are vintage that I've had for many years, and that's just an interesting journaling piece of paper just to show the owner they can tuck something in there. And I've done, that's an actual punch that I have, and that's a die cut. I love layering them and making gorgeous, interesting embellishments. And that beautiful button, just the color look was perfect. Again, just showing there's a place for personal messages, and that's a fancy corner punch, gorgeous feather. And I've done a flip out using this envelope, and that's a journaling spot that tucks in there. Die cut, and this little flip out is housing a bookmark. Something else can be tucked in there. More journaling space. I've got a gorgeous little punch here from a cherub, and that says believe you can, which can be a journaling prompt if the owner isn't sure what they want to write about. Again, another little journaling spot, and that is a stencil on a piece of paper that I've treated, most likely in one of my tea dyeing experiments. This gorgeous cherub is a stencil I did years ago for another project, and he's so gorgeous. I had to use it in this journal, and that's just a sticker. We've got some lace that's been tea dyed, and secret journaling spot. We've got a gorgeous little tab that's got angels in it. And another secret spot. Well, not so secret, it's a little bit see-through there. And this card has been turned into a flip out for more journaling space. There's nothing on here. It just allows a lot more journaling space for the owner. And this absolutely gorgeous image is also from my vintage angel collection, and I've turned it into a belly band. And that's just a tea dyed stencil on paper. So here we have another tag with journaling space. That tuck spot can hide personal messages, prayers, manifestation, hopes. And this actually turns into an envelope. That's something that the owner might want to play with. Got gorgeous little embellishments there, and colouring pages. That's a tag that's made out of inspirational cards, and that's from a magazine. I love how this page looks because I can imagine all the personal writing peeking through it. More journaling space, and this strip I use it to secure the center of the signature and hide the binding behind it. Another absolutely gorgeous image. I think that's from a famous artwork. I'm not sure, I should have googled it beforehand. Here we've got another tuck spot. Something the owner can create a little booklet there for themselves if they're feeling creative. More journaling space. And over here I've got a belly band with an envelope I created using my die cut and a colouring book page. And there are 7 angels in here, archangels, sorry, including Archangel Michael. If anyone's into archangels, I just imagine that the owner might want to use them to embellish the book or other creative projects. Again, more hidden tuck spots for the owner to add personal messages or prayers. And this is from my old sketchbooks. It's not precious, something I've thrown into a tea bath and something else has transferred from underneath. I imagine the owner can write whatever they wish all over it, and we'll give it that extra beautiful vintage dimension. Again, here another belly band that can secure more writing. We've got these pink lines. Do you also notice now when you go to the thrift stores all the different colours in journals? Here, that can be used also for further tuck spots. And and that was a vintage little card. Love is what that reads. Okay, so out of punches, tea-dyed papers, little stamps. I've made that booklet. Here's another die cut. Tuck spot with more journaling. Angel papers. Gorgeous angel wings. Again, they came from a journal. One of my early sketches as well. And this is a stamp turned into a journaling card. And that's a fussy cut feather. Another gorgeous angelic image. Some die cuts for the owner to play with. I love those little doily, paper doilies are so gorgeous, and the butterflies and endless creative fun. Washi tape, another spot for journaling in, and gorgeous little tab there, angels, and that's a silver charm that I treated with a bit of copper permanent texture. And this little, it's not so little feather, but it's actually designed to be used for those fascinators, and it's so relevant to the journal. I thought the owner might want to play with it in some way or another. I created this out of a trim that had heaps of these along the trim itself, and I thought they're a bit bulky to be used in journals, but they're nice to be attached to these paper clips. And there's just more personal pockets for messages. Another one of my early sketches, again not precious to me but a lot of fun, and for someone who's creative and likes to tell stories, you can inspire something. And that's that circle page with the sticker there, more journaling spot. This is me treating a sticker with a tea bag, trying to subdue it and see what kind of a result I get. And the scrapbooking paper over here. We're down to the last page. And this, I created a little booklet. Just a variety of papers. And there's a little tuck spot in there. And another vintage angel journaling piece of paper. And that's the other side of the junk journal itself being secured with the other mat. Again, you know, the owner can write something important there that's personal to them. And it creates a gorgeous tuck spot as well. And it says handmade with love by Elida. So thank you very much for being here. I hope you got some kind of inspiration from this journal. And if you wish to say hello or let me know your thoughts, I'll be happy to hear from you. Until next time, take care. Bye.